So I'm going to be giving mini timelines a rest for a while and focus on some other things. It seems like you guys prefer the longer term videos more so than these little short ones. So there's going to be more emphasis there. So this may be the last one that you see for a while that just gives us 2 movies. But I had to talk about these. And it's the Food of the Gods series. Because hey, this may be a bit on the short side, but oh wow, it is stacked with weirdness. So let's take a look and see that if it's 2 movies that make any sense, or if this food is past its expiration date. Our meal begins back in 1976 with Food of the Gods, based on the H.G. Wells novel. Although, if you guessed that it would be loosely based, you would be correct. So we have a football player named Morgan, and him and his buddies head up to an island for a hunting trip, and there's something interesting there in the woods that makes their horses freak out. It turns out to be giant wasps, which immediately attack and sting this dude to death, because always remember, bees are bros, but wasps are sky dicks. Turns out that there's also a giant chicken, and you know, you wouldn't think that a scene with a man being attacked by a giant rubber chicken head would be scary, and yeah, you'd be right. You'd be totally right in that thought process. Morgan meets up with freaking Ida Lupino, and she has this weird chicken feed labeled FOTG, and she says it comes from the Lord, and I mean, look at those letters and look at the film title, right? There's soon giant grub things and giant rats, well, regular-sized rats on a toy car, and some puppet heads. When Morgan returns to the island with an investigator, they encounter a young couple there, and a couple of people that work for a dog food company that are there to buy the feed from Mrs. Skinner. They find a giant wasp's nest and they blow it up, but the rats are the biggest threat here, including a little albino guy, and the Jeep's got a British Columbia license plate with a 1975 sticker on it, so that would appear to be our year. The mysterious Food of the Gods is actually a liquid that bubbles up out of the ground, and some of the effects are a little wonkier than others, like this hand-drawn fence here. Morgan, the hero, tends to make some consistently boneheaded decisions, which of course gets his friend Brian killed. Like, this guy didn't want to take the Jeep because they were exposed, and then stopped the Jeep when Brian was like, don't stop here. But he did, and now his buddy is rat lunch. Way to go, Morgan. They all show up at the house.
You've got an answer for everything, don't you? Well, maybe we shouldn't have listened to you. Maybe Bensington was right.
They break in and kill Mrs. Skinner, poking their adorable little heads in everywhere, and Morgan decides to break the dam. So I wonder how many people he'll kill with that, while Rita gives birth. The floods kill the rats, leaving only the white one, which they club, and then dump out the remaining god food and set it and the rat bodies on fire. However, some jars remain, and it seems like some cows will be affected with their milk being fed to school kids. A sequel took a whopping 13 years to appear, but it did in 1989 with Gnaw, Food of the Gods 2, or just Food of the Gods 2. It begins with a protest over animal testing and Dr. Neil here, who answers a call about a boy, but not just any boy, this one!
I want you to meet my colleague, Dr. Hamilton.
And I'd like you to get the out of here!
Oh, it's all
Get
right.
out of here! Get out of my room!
And yeah, that kid's big, but I'm sorry. I can't just let that go by once, right? Let's say it again.
I want you to meet my colleague, Dr. Hamilton.
And I'd like you to get the out of here!
Oh, it's all
Get
right.
out of here! Get out of my room!
Dr. Traeger has tested a growth hormone on him, but clearly something went wrong, and it also makes him angry and aggressive. There's also evil Doc Delhurst here, who says that he's curing cancer with monkey testing, but is just looking to cure baldness, so the protesters smash his lab. Neil tries to figure out the growth hormone with his assistant.
This is the food of the gods.
Oh, I guess the title's justified then. Because yeah, this has no links to the original film and is a sequel in name only. Neil uses lab rats, including a white one that responds to flouting, but the protesters come back, freeing the rats, who luckily don't come with a rage virus, and they start the killing. There's a couple of flamethrower-carrying exterminators, and they catch the shark, but Hooper says it's not the one. Sorry, getting confused here. They catch a rat, but Neil says it's not the one, and that there's more out there. But no one believes him, and I guess they reproduce or something, like there was just a few of them released, but now there's a whole bunch. And even though the doc tries to get the mayor to close the beaches, I mean, damn it, the dean to close the campus, he refuses. And there's an extremely hilarious scene that I guess I can only partially show you, where Neil dreams that he's affected by the growth serum in the middle of sex, and I can't quite tell if his partner is upset or overjoyed by this. I'm overjoyed by the scene though. Del Hurst steals the formula and decides to do his own tests, but accidentally gives himself enlarged cancer, so tumors grow all over his body and kill him. The rats attack a swim meet, although I'm really not clear how they managed to get into this pool with no one seeing. There's people all around watching, and it's not like there's a secret underwater passage into the local pool. They just magically materialize there. The dean is killed, and this cop shoots this gun twice, drops it, and then this guy picks it up and fires it 10 times. Drops it, and this guy grabs it and shoots it again. All without reloading. How many bullets does this gun have? They use Louise to lure all the rats into one place and open fire, killing them all, even though Neil protests because he has an antidote. When he contacts the doctor, he finds out that he is too late, and Giant Bobby kills her, ending on a cliffhanger. And there's no date in this one, but it's not connected to the first one, so it just takes place in real time 89. So there you have it, 2 movies with no timeline. They are completely unconnected, and yes, they are bonkers. Tons of fun. I enjoyed both of these very much. The first one feels more like a straightforward movie. It feels like a real movie, and yes, the effects are cheesy and hokey, but it was like the mid-70s. The effects were pretty solid back then, and it's a fun movie. It's enjoyable. The second movie is just bonkers. It's so much fun. It's just so much silliness happening in such a short amount of time. I love it. It's such a goofy movie that I recommend it very highly to watch if you want some silly trash. Yeah, if you've seen these and enjoyed them, let me know down in the comments. I want to hear what you thought of Food of the Gods. Let me know if you're looking forward to more longer-term videos, long-form videos, which you're going to see very, very soon. Some different things that are not so short, but there might be more mini timelines in the future. But what I think I might do is I might do several in one video. We'll see. Options are still up in the air. Let me know down below in the comments what you want to see and how you want to see it. If you enjoyed the video, like. If you enjoy the channel, subscribe. If you want to check out my Patreon page, patreon.com/movietimelines, you can do that. And keep on watching these videos, and I'll see you very shortly for another great one. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye.